Alright, it's time for another edition of Horror on the Small Screen. And this is where we talk about a TV show that has a spooky episode or a not spooky show. And just like last week, we're doing Goosebumps. And speaking of Goosebumps last episode, I thought it was a pretty good Goosebumps episode. Dwayne gave it a 4, I believe. I was like, well, if he didn't like a good Goosebumps episode, let's see how he handles a bad one. So I purposely picked out a bad Goosebumps episode just to see how he handled it. And that's what we did this week. And this week we're doing Goosebumps, Phantom of the Auditorium. Spoiler warnings.
You will beware, you're in for a scare.
So this episode starts out with Brooke Rogers, a little girl, I guess in middle school. She's having a nightmare about a production she's being in. It's called The Phantom, which is an obvious nod to Phantom of the Opera. She's having nightmares about it. She wakes up and she goes to school. And then she finds out that she got cast as the female lead, Esmeralda. So the next day, Brooke goes to her drama class. We have, here's our classmates. Corey Schuyler. We also have Zeke, who is hated by most people in the damn production, but still somehow got the lead as the Phantom. And Tina, a jealous girl who is Brooke's understudy. Julia Chantry. She also worked on another Phantom of the Opera style project for Disney. There's a Disney TV movie called Phantom of the Megaplex. She was also in Mean Girls and Mama. She played Eva in the Total Drama series. Tina warns the group that the production of the Phantom play is haunted. Apparently years ago, when the school tried to do the play, one of the actors was killed and haunts every production of the Phantom play. Her teacher tells everyone to shut the fuck up and moves on. While she's discussing everyone's job, Corey starts to lower down an elevator. Instead of getting the fuck off the thing, he decides to sit there and wait for his teacher to help. Turns out the elevator was built for the original production of the Phantom. What kind of nice that school can afford like a damn elevator like that?
Not my school.
No, not my school either. So after class, Zeke and Brooke show off their whiteness and explore the elevator that the kid went down. As they get down there, Brooke pulls a Velma and loses her glasses. She even steals Velma's catchphrase.
My glasses! Zeke, I can't find my glasses!
And as she's looking for her glasses, Zeke jumps out and scares her, just like in every Goosebumps episode known to man. As they're exploring the basement area, they run into a creepy night janitor. Dwayne, that's my job. Why are night janitors gotta be creepy? So the night janitor tells them to never go near that trap door again. So the next day back in class, Brooke meets a new student, Brian Colson. He's played by Stuart Stone, who's actually got a pretty big acting career. And he goes all the way back to 1984. This kid's been acting a long time. He's not really a kid now, but back then. He even goes back to last year. He's done a lot of voice acting in shows like X-Men, the animated series, the Tick TV series, Beetlejuice, the TV series, which actually most of these were Canadian-made shows. Like the voice acting was made in Canada.
Canadians.
Well, yeah, okay. So just like Goosebumps, he's also been in some live action roles. He was in Donnie Darko, one of my all-time favorite comedies, Sorority Boys. And he was in Kicking It Old School. Both Brooke and Tina hint that they have kind of a crush on Brian, but nothing ever comes of it. And the teacher sticks Brian with Tina in the arts department. Brooke goes to her locker and finds a threatening letter in her locker that says, "Stay away from my home, sweet home, Esmeralda." Kind of creepy, I guess. If you stretch that a little bit, it might be creepy to some people. She thinks it's Zeke, which he denies. And so part of her thinks it could be the Phantom. So Brooke and Zeke go up to her room in her house to study some lines.
Sure.
Kind of spicy for a Goosebumps episode.
Yeah.
They had a bunch of jump scares here that were misses. They did not hit home. They were very lame jump scares and kind of scares. It's like, oh man, I feel like they are really trying to stretch this one out a little bit. I thought that was kind of horribly done. Is that another plane?
Another plane.
I hope he's shooting at the planes. I hope that's what he's shooting at. So then the next day they are rehearsing. They are rehearsing at the school on stage, and Brooke spots some man in the rafters in a Phantom outfit, and he swings down on a rope, and he tells her to stay away, and he disappears down the elevator with a puff of smoke, and then a door drops down, nearly killing Brooke, that says "Last Chance, Esmeralda," and which is pretty scary. Everybody's flipping out, and then Zeke walks in late from the dentist appointment, and I shit you not, the fucking teacher blames Zeke for it. They blamed Zeke for that. And I was like, that was clearly a grown fucking man that jumped down and went down the elevator. You know he went down the elevator. How would he have gotten out, ran around the building, and then he even said his mom took him to the dentist. All she had to do was verify with the mom, but instead she threw Zeke out to play because she's a dumbass and needs her damn dumb mouth smacked open. That pissed me right the fuck off. I was like, what a stupid fucking teacher. Made no fucking sense. This whole episode made no sense, actually. I'm sorry. Alright.
Just waiting for my rating.
Just waiting for the weight spot to let me know where I can kick it right in the nuts. So there's a paint trail that leads to Zeke's locker. Tina spotted it out, but the way she said it made me feel like she's part of it. Anyway, they go to Zeke's locker, and there is paint in there. And the teacher expels him from or kicks him out of the play. She tells him, hey, go tell the janitor to go clean this shit up. I mean, if I was my part of a student, I'd make them clean it up themselves.
Yeah.
But they go to the janitor, and wait a minute, I know him. That's Boyd Banks, Dwayne. You know who that is?
Absolutely not.
So that janitor is Boyd Banks, and you might recognize him. He was in the remake of Dawn of the Dead, 2004. He played Tucker. He was, I guess, like a truck driver.
Sure.
And he was also in Land of the Dead, George A. Romero film. He played the Butcher Zombie. Oh, you don't give a fuck about him? he was in Jason X.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit. Do you know like George A. Romero?
I do.
Okay. Anyway, he has a cool cameo in this. He's like, hey, gang, I'll have to clean it tomorrow. Like, well, can you tell the night janitor to do it? He goes, night janitor? We don't have a night janitor. He talked to them like they're fucking stupid, which they are. Yeah. So I guess I don't blame them. But apparently there is no night janitor. Ooh. So the kids, they go back down the elevator again, and they find the so-called night janitor. This time he runs away. Ooh.
I thought there was no night janitor. Thought there was no night janitor.
There is a guy dressed as a night janitor,
Ooh.
but he's not on official payroll. So he runs away. They call the cops. The principal and teachers come over and say, hey, that wasn't a night janitor. That turns out that was just a hobo. He was the one dressed as the Phantom the whole time. So yeah, everybody's all good. Hee, all smiles and cheers. We blamed it on Zeke. It was a creepy hobo who didn't rape or kill anybody. And they're all smiles about it. Alright, anyway. So now it's the night of the play, and Brooke is on stage performing as Esmeralda, waiting for the Phantom. And Zeke is dressed up as the Phantom, getting ready to go. But right before he goes out, someone grabs him. And it looks like they knock him out. And then the elevator rises up, and the Phantom comes out. And he delivers a speech saying, "Hey, I played the Phantom here on this very stage, and I died before I got to perform, and now I get to fulfill my my wish of being the Phantom on stage at a shitty school play that no one will give a fuck about." Anyway, and he disappears. They get a standing ovation. And then the elevator rises, everybody gets their bow, and Zeke wakes up, he's unconscious, and they find that a yearbook is under his head. And when they look at it, the yearbook was from 1923, 100 years ago from today.
Oh.
Yeah, look at that tie-in. And it turns out Brian Colson was the kid who played the Phantom all those years ago. So he was a ghost the whole time. Ain't there like a trend to these? Anyway, yeah, so that's Goosebumps, Phantom of the Auditorium. This is what I've been waiting for. Dwayne, what's your thoughts?
I'm gonna be nice.
You gonna be nice?
I'm gonna be nice. Okay. This is like 22 minutes of my life I'll never get back.
Okay, I knew this one was a bad one, but this one's a lot shorter than the last one we watched.
I could have gone to the zoo and seen better.
Not in
shit
22
fights,
fucking minutes you couldn't.
and seen better shit fights between monkeys than what was on screen. This was horrible. This is like I don't even know if there's even a 1. I mean, maybe like a -10.
You're giving it a -10?
If it was such a rating, I'd give it a -10.
Should we go negatives? Is that
Okay. 1.
1?
1.
Oh shit. Okay, Dwayne. This was a bad episode. I can't sugarcoat it. Not only is
The acting wasn't good.
no compared to the last one.
The story wasn't good.
No.
They just wasted people's time making this.
All right, Dwayne.
Now you want to keep going?
Well, yeah. Here in a second. Last one, I thought the acting was fairly good, and compared to this one, they shine, don't they? From one's from the Ghost Next Door.
Yeah, this makes the Ghost Next Door a little better.
Not only was it bad, which is fine, being bad's fine. I felt this was pointless.
100%. Why?
That's the biggest flaw. Okay, so R.L. Stein was popping these fuckers out like a goddamn money machine, and I think he was just like, "How'd the brain fart?" And he goes, "We'll just make it up." And
It's been a family opera for kids.
Yeah.
It wasn't even good.
yeah, Family Opera is actually fairly good if you watch the right version. It's not bad.
Yeah.
So this was bad. So yeah, that's time for my pros and cons.
Ask me my pros.
What's your pros, Dwayne?
I'm positive that it sucked.
Okay. Here's my pros and cons. Alright, it had my guy from Dawn of the Dead and Land of the Dead in it. That's my only pro. Cons. Bad acting. Acting wasn't nearly as good as Ghost Next Door. Had plenty of stuff that could have been cut out for better storytelling.
They've
Like,
been 1 minute long.
like the Hobo Phantom. If you weren't going to go anywhere with the Hobo Phantom, you didn't need it. There's a scene where they were rehearsing in her bedroom. All it did was like basically cheap, lame scares that went nowhere. Yeah, they could have focused more on the real Phantom. That would have done something. Only time you saw him was at the end and in her nightmare. And it was messy. It's a messy story. It felt like instead of focusing on plot, they just focused on cheap gags. This was not a good episode. I'm giving Phantom of the Auditorium 3 Hobo Phantoms out of 10.